Ladies, gentlemen, folks in general aggregate, brought to you by Universe Power Energy Drinks. Universe Power! It gives you biblical wings. It's the pet way. Come on. Straight back. Straight back. Straight back. I do it. I'll do it myself. You never feed me. You made me get big. The Power Show! I think that button must only work on the chat screen. Oh well. Oh, what's up, everybody? What's up, cock? Etc. Boy. Hell of a year transition, huh? You know? 2027 gonna be our year. It's fine. It's fine. What's up, everybody? Boy. It's fine. You're not doing the whole preamble today, not the usual spiel. It's gonna be a shorter 2-hour Andy type. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because Gavis Metal and Shiki Kanagami are gonna have a collab, so I want to watch that. So I'm only gonna stream 2 hours, so I can go watch that. Decent 2026 overall. Congratulations. That's not possible for me. Not over here. We're not allowed. Oh. What's up, Ariat? Alright. In the hole. I'm back in the hole. I'm safe in the hole. I've had this shit sitting here for like a fucking million years. I don't have a trash can. Even get a trash can? I keep needing to put the trash can mod in. There's like no item disposal in the light version for some reason. Surely the mod that gives you trash cans is not that expensive, performance-wise. Oh, got lost. Yeah, we are gonna do real quick. First before anything else, we're gonna take this 10 billion smooth basalt out and give it its own special home. Here we go. Smooth basalt lives there now. Basalt. It's got a lot of blackstone, and this is something we'll get a lot of too. You live there now. And oh, my granite load is kind of heavy. Got some big thick sacks of granite. Okay, now I need my keys. Do I have my keys in here? Yes. I think it's basalt, not basalt. Basalt. Bastard. We've got some bastard here. Hey. A big little bastard here. Everything's locked and everything's quantityed. Wait, why did I have a torch here before? It got really dark suddenly. Did I have a torch here? A lot of torch there. Hold on. It feels a little dark there. I don't know. Maybe that's just the expression of my soul. Where did I put my... Do I have in here? I made a bunch of lights. I didn't think I'd use 63 lamps. Are they created? Oh, they sure are. Dunk. Click. Just a little more lighting. Alright, put my keys back in my big sack of tools. So today's plan. We need, let's look at our quest. It has not, the game is finally not updated since the last time I played for once. So we're not thrown off guard by big changes. Alright. Well, for completion's sake, I might want to make these chests. Stone smelter, a bunch of cleanup stuff. I might just make those off screen because they don't matter. I still do need to make a Tinker's Foundry. But I think that's the best thing I can do right now to maximize my netherite. And then down here, that's it. We have to get through the... There. Where? There. We gotta be able to make precision machines. Precision mechanisms. Make our mechanical arm. Now, we would need to make these crafters and this grinder, but we found a bunch of those in that one spot beneath the earth. So it's really the mechanisms we have to worry about. For the mechanisms, you need 3 deployers, 3 depots, and like a system between them. For some reason, I remember having like a mechanical arm out here that was moving them somewhere. Maybe I was building the mechanisms somewhere else. Wait, they are quite cheap for what they are. They're very useful parts. They have an 80% break. Kind of mechanized. Yeah, the mechanism is when you start getting into like the better stuff for create machines, like with filters and whatnot, right? It's used in... Come on. It's used in a good amount of stuff. These kinetic batteries Wait a minute, what the hell is a kinetic battery? Storing kinetic stress. Source for future use. So it's, okay, it's a capacitor. When unpowered, it charges up. Then when powered... So would this be something I could like grab and go put down somewhere? Because it looks like it can only charge and put out from the same location, which isn't super useful unless you're using a machine to move it up to a charge and down into the machine, but then why would you do that? For vehicles, actually. You do that for vehicles. If you have a whole thing that you know is going to go on a route and use up a certain amount of power and come back, recharge, go back on the route, so it's like free floating. Perchance. The kinetic battery is a rear output, which is coupled to the front input when it finishes charging, discharging. But it's disconnected from the battery when operating. Not fully clear on what that means. And you can do chain batteries to have a bigger battery. Oh, I guess it means it's not trying to use all three at once. You do all this, you get the total stress capacity, because it can now pull from all of these instead of pulling from one at a time and slurping. I'm done with this. I might not use a lot of that. I think the ability to use wires and whatnot will make it more convenient for me to put stuff in certain places. Did I get my soil yet? Oh, let me get my soil. Let me touch my farm. Actually, let me touch my farm first. Gather up. What the fuck? Oh, this thing's too strong. It's killing sand. Yeah, he can chill. That Underman can chill. I don't want any trouble right now. And then a little bit of harvesting. That should leave all the seeds. It did. That's my inventory. How have y'all been doing now that the year is over and we're in a new year full of new promises and hopes? Also, at some point I found white apricorn. Am I gonna get any seeds from this slot? I have not been harvesting my apricorns like I should be for proper ball action. Get any seeds? Get any seeds? Red seed. 2 green seed. Oh, I just cut the thing I use usually to step up here. I could... Should I do a little ladder action over here? A little catwalk and ladder. Do a little catwalk and ladder for my gardening. Where's my andesite? I've got some andesite ladder. I bet I'm not going to need any more, though. But I do need to make some more catwalk. No, I don't. Got catwalk over here. It's sick as hell. Brain fogged, lightheaded. Oh, that sucks. Hate to hear it. I'm gonna die. Let that go all the way to the top. Now, will this work the way I want it to? I'll just put this right here. Hey, I'll fix that in a second. I want to say it was... How many apricorn colors were there? How far out do I gotta go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, do I have 2 extras I don't need over here? Thought I fell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't need these, actually. That's done. Nope. Well, actually, let's go ahead and double that one. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. Rats! Going to have to be slightly hazardous. A little turn, a little bit of turning. A little bit of catwalking, a little bit of getting my whole ass out. Enderman. Let me finish that. I don't want to leave that unfinished. It's gonna look like shit. Did I get my alloy out? I didn't. Let's say perhaps 15. That's facades. I should have some catwalk railings too, though, huh? For that outside edge. Don't want anything else? Bars, scaffolding, table cover? Nah. It's ever gonna get... Yeah. Ooh, hey, buddy. Whooper! Railings are optional from an OSHA standpoint, but not from a me getting annoyed at falling off this thing standpoint. So there will, in fact, be railings today. Well, not there. Does that connect? Yeah, it connects. Ah. Well, I got RPMs like that. They love to get gripped. They love to get gripped and spin crazily. It's their favorite thing. Why? Why did it break like that? Yep. A fall risk here, but, you know, you always have a little bit of a fall risk. I wouldn't want to live a life without a fall risk. Put this away. And you know, we're going to put away what food I got on me. What apricorns I got on me. Alright, that's grabbed real quick. Back to the farm. You're gonna fuck up my soil, buddy. Like a diglet, sure. A dug trio, that's 3 times as much digging. That could be a problem. We gonna have a problem? I'll kill you with a sword. Is it a torch? No. No. Once I got the precision mechanisms, like once I got all my stuff and create all set up, is when I can start really thinking about setting up, like automating all of this. Getting a big old harvester set up. Okay, that does break the bush, and also my inventory. My ASMR. Seeds, get out of there. Any more seeds in there? Beans are okay. Beans. Yep, some other seeds got in. Grab you, grab you. Now here, everything should be seeds except the saplings. Mushrooms, how'd you get in there? Hey, up. And I don't know why I'm keeping the flask on me like that. Or the flax on me like that. Surely I have a reason. Well, get out of the cut. Out of the fucking bushes. One spot on this whole farm that's hazardous. Pokemon. Are you just gonna stand there and die? Did you just die? He died. I'm sad to report that he died. It's very disappointing. We're all very disappointed in what he's done. Yeah, like if you are a seed made of metal and you still manage to walk into the bushes and die, that's out of my hands. That's simply out of my hands. Like, I'm sad, but not that sad. Really, it's more pathetic. To be totally fucking frank with you. Okay, 3 deployers. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Did I have 3 deployers? I had 1 deployer. They take brass hand, casing, and tube. I did have some more tubes. What kind of casing was it? Andesite? More andesite? I think I need to make the hands. That's 4 brass sheets and an andesite alloy for each of those. I'm probably going to need more of these later, but not right now. My depots? Depots? My belts. I need those. Get my cogs. Get my shafts. My thick shafts. What was I just not looking for? Depots? My depots? I think my only depot's out. I didn't actually make a lot of depots. So a depot is going to be andesite casing, andesite alloy. More casings. 3 more alloys. Have a gearbox. Gear shifts. You got vertical gearboxes, which are just gearboxes I have to rotate. Don't need any fluid pumps for any of this. None of this stuff, I don't believe. The crafter is going to come later. I believe the crafter is quite easy to make. It's just sort of a bear to do it. An array of mechanical crafters can be used to automate any crafting recipe. So you can use this to make like your 3x3s. Using a wrench, the crafter's paths can be arranged. There was a whole thing with this. For a valid setup, all paths have to converge into one exit at any side. The outputs will be placed into the inventory at the exit. Mechanical crafters require rotational force to operate. Right-click the front to insert the items manually. Once every slot of a path contains an item, the crafting process will begin. For recipes not fully occupying the crafter setup, the start can be forced with a redstone pulse. What is that item he's using there? Just a dark oak button? Items can be inserted into crafters automatically. Using the wrench at their backs, mechanical crafter inputs can be combined. All connected crafters can now be accessed by the same input location. So that would be a setup for building a bunch of doors automatically, if you were so inclined. Covering slots. Some recipes will require additional crafters to bridge gaps in the path. Using slot covers. Crafters can be set to act as an empty slot in the arrangement. Little sticky pink. And it goes up there anyway. Shared inputs created with the wrench at the back can also reach across covered crafters. So like this could be a setup where you're just, however you're producing iron bars, you're just making them all into buckets. You're just making a bucket factory over here. Infinite bucket. I'm trying to remember how to really pipe them in properly. I guess you just do it. I want to say there's a way to make sure they go in the right spots, but maybe I'm a fool. Probably there. You probably have to use mechanical arms. You pipe stuff to the arm set to that thing, and it puts it in there. Maybe. but I'm probably not going to do much automating with a crafter with create. Who needs that many buckets? You never know. It's also something like that you'd more likely see in, say, a server where someone just wants to be the bucket baron and make sure everyone has buckets. The bucket king or queen or etc. The bucket crafter. The bucket baron. The bucket god. The dark demon of buckets. There we go. That's more like it. The dark demon of buckets. Lawyers. All right. So we're going to set this up to work mostly automatically, but not automated inserts. I'm going to have to make sure I'm putting all this stuff in it. I want to have my mechanical crafter right here, I think. Right up against this wall. Kind of pipe in. I'm going to move this around till it works. Figure that part out of it later. If I have to punch into the wall a little bit, I'll punch into the wall a little bit. That is probably going to be the easiest way to do that. Where's the deployer's input? Excellent, excellent. I don't even need to use conveyor belts for that if I don't want. I don't believe. Take another look at the deployer. See what kind of space we have to leave. Given rotational force, a deployer can imitate player interactions. It will always interact with the position 2 blocks in front of itself. Blocks directly in front will not obstruct it. Players can place blocks, use items, activate blocks, harvest blocks, and attack mobs. Right-click the front to give it an item to use. Items can also be inserted automatically. Players carry a filter slot. When a filter is set, it activates only while holding a matching item. Only items matching the filter can now be inserted. To make sure, and only non-matching items will be extracted. So it'll reach forward, clip a sheet that comes up in front of it, and pipe out the resulting wool immediately. By default, the deployer imitates a right-click interaction. Pardon me. Using a wrench, you can be in it to imitate a left-click instead. Processing items. With a fitting held item, deployers can process items provided beneath them. The input items can be dropped or placed on a depot underneath the deployer. So sandpaper on some rose quartz. When items are provided on a belt, the deployer will hold and process them automatically. It'll just poke it. Give it a little touch. Controlling with redstone. When powered by redstone, deployer won't activate. Before stopping, the deployer will finish any started cycles. The bistro. Also, I don't think I said what's up. I say either. Who done this? Did I miss someone else? Hi, Beard. I said hi to Madai already, but also hi, Madai. Say hi to you every time. Using deployers on contraptions. Whenever deployers are moved as part of an animated contraption, they activate each visited location using items from inventories anywhere on the contraption. The filter slot can be used to specify which items to pull. So it just renews this little rose garden. Alright, so I'm gonna be up here. So I'm gonna need to have the actual line beneath the earth. To do this with maximum convenience. Give myself a little space. So, chest here for input, if I recall. If I'm thinking about right. No, I don't want a chest there for input. The chests have to be like on the actual things themselves. With hoppers, gotta hopper them in. Or I just need hoppers, really. So depots, 3 depots. Depot here, depot here. Depot here. I believe they'll stop and then pull off the depot. I might just actually only need to be using belts. I might not need these depots. I might be overthinking it. It should just... Let me relook at what I'm trying to make here. Let me get this plugged in. Dorp keeps kicking up. What is this assembly line? I've got to make precision mechanisms. But I'm doing it in a stupid dumb fuck way, because it's me. Oh, and the sequence to be repeated 5 times. That was what I needed the arms for. I have to keep, like, pushing it over. Yeah, you can just use the belts. I was realizing that just then. So that it'll have to go through here, get grabbed by an arm, move down here, grab by an arm, put back down. I don't need... I actually don't need to go. Well, we might want to have this stop on a depot for the arm to grab. That might be a good idea, so it doesn't go flying off into space. Also, it kind of looks nice. So 1, 2, 3. The ending depot will be right here. I believe the belt will just put it on there. So I need at least 2 arms. Unless I just, or could just have it belt like this, huh? That might be a little hard to actually maneuver the belts, though. Also, an arm is cool. That's the other side of that coin. An arm is cool. Little torch action. I'll put proper lighting here later. I did this once before. About 4 or 5 years ago. I know it can't be done. This might need a little fumbling. Did I have any arms? No, I'm armless. Not an arm. Wait, the arm requires precision mechanisms, so I can't need the arms to do this. I will, in fact, have to fucking just put a line of belts down. A loop of belts, then go through the irritation of getting them all spinning. Hi, Cielo. We're belaboring. I've still got a bunch of kelp over here, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I could just make it by hand. This circle thing with the belts probably be an absolute nightmare to do. Oh! Where's my cooked stone? I can fix that hole I just made. You know you're in there when you're cooking stone, specifically so you can fill this in with anything other than cobble. I hate patching holes I've dug in stone with cobble. Makes you feel like a fucking buffoon. Belt. Oh, yeah. Shaft. Shaft? No. Not like that. You're not gonna let me? There you go. Shaft? No. Okay. We've got the belt now. My deployers down. Where are you at? Did I never have my deployers on? There they are. I'll rotate those in a second. No, I think it needs to be another square higher, maybe? Mode attack! Uh-oh. Use. Attack, use. Okay. Does that have to be another square higher? I don't think so. Rotate the way I want you. Please. Leg. Come on, rotate. Rotate. No! Oh my god. Oh. Hey! Get down. Get down. Come on. Come on. Yes, yes. That took a million years. I'm gonna keep the shaft inputs on the same sides. Yeah, yeah. That's why I was having an aneurysm there. So, the shaft is straight over. All right, they are shafting as desired. Joltek, Joltek! Come here, come here. Come here, come here. I want to hold you. Yes! Oh my god! Oh no! Holding him with the power of my mind. I've got a bunch of little guys just wandering around my hole. Alright, hoppers, hoppers. Fidget spinner. Usually it's not the fidget, it's not the spinner, it's supposed to be fidgeting. The end goal is to make a thing to automatically make precision mechanisms in numbers. And however many numbers I end up needing. No chests in here somewhere, yes. 4 chests total. 3 of them are gonna be hoppers. No, metals. Making Zimzooblers and Bing Bonglers and Great Green Spin Dimensions. Hand press and process at the customer's direct discretion. I fucked up that last word. It's over. Alright, now let me just make sure this actually does it. Put a kelp in. You holding a kelp? He's holding a kelp. Alright, give me that kelp back. Confirm functional. So now I just need to get the belt spinning. Which should be fairly simple. Trying to think of the smoothest way to do this. Gotta rotate this one time. A little gearbox action will do it a little clumsily. Yeah, that'll do it. No, that'll do it. It's just a little goofy. Will that take it in the right direction? Or am I going to have to reverse it? I'm going to reverse that. Shit. Parallel gearbox. Parallel gearbox. That's right. That's the ticket. I think I got one of them. I do. That's vertical. Parallel, parallel. Where'd you go? I just had you. Right. Video game. Thank you. That's more like it. Work with me here. Yeah. That do be spinning. Now I should. That should be the assembly line in its earliest incarnation. Now we can make some precision mechanisms. Which is 5 small cog, 5 big cog, 5 iron nugget onto a gold plate that I just hand through it 5 times. I need to make some iron. I got. Oh, look at that. Is that the right order? Yes. And let me go ahead and put a chest here and funnel in, just so that thing doesn't go flying a million feet after it comes off my very fast conveyor belt. I need a funnel. Funnel, 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 funnel. Funnel. Golbat, you're too large. Okay. All right. Very safe. Not hazardous. Not let me put directly on the belt. You have to throw it? Yeah. We're cooking. Did I magnet it? You do this 5 times. Putting all the sprockets, all the cogs. And there you have it. We have 1 precision mechanism. Me too. Golbat. Move. Thank you. He moved. I'm very happy that he did that. One more. Let's see if it breaks. Bingo bango. 2 precision mechanisms. Clear the quest. So if I use 2 mechanical arms, I should be able to have this belt down here, hit a depot, the arm will pick it up, put it on a belt that runs down here, hits a depot, arm picks it up, puts it here, runs through the machine again. I wonder if I can set it to take a completed mechanism and put it somewhere else other than trying to continue to run it through the machine. There's the question. Something, if I lengthen this a little bit, if I make 1 more precision mechanism, I think a brass funnel can grab specific things off of it. Brass funnels can do a full stack. So for heavier things, you want brass funnels. Control the stack size, they eat and spit at a time, and slurp. Yep. Okay, yeah, it'll slurp everything unless I filter it. So say you're doing a very large-scale grinding operation, and you might get multiple outputs, then you can set up multiple brass funnels to have it eat, like put specific items in specific chests. So if I extend this out a little bit, I can put a brass funnel down to eat the completed precision mechanism. However, I do believe I need a... No, I don't! I don't! Kalu Kalay. That is an electron tube, a brass ingot, and a dried kelp. Go ahead and make 4 of those for the culture. Sorry if I'm a little low-key today. I'm still coming out of the whole turn of the year malaise. I don't know. I get like this most years. And it's been exacerbated by recent events that we don't need to get into. If you're not sure what I mean by the recent events, congratulations is all we'll say about that. Oh, not that. Let me just go ahead and ding. Alright, 4 brass funnels. Now we need the arms. 3 brass sheets, 2 brass casings. Or 6 brass sheets, 2 brass casings. Pretty sure I've got those brass casings on me. 1 brass casing. Pain in my ass. Andesite alloys. Is this a brass sheet or brass ingot? It's brass ingot. And the partridge in a pear tree, you're right. I always forget that fucking pet bird. Let's make some brass cases. How about 10? Make 10? Oh, I'm too powerful. Gonna put a little bit of stone back in there. Brass sheets. Brass sheets. There we go. 2 arms. 2 arms. So let's look exactly into how the arms work now that we've got that completed. Oh, it gave me a free arm. I only need to make 1 arm. Well, fuck. We've done. I say, fuck, I say. Mechanical arms have to be assigned their in and outputs before they are placed. Right-click inventories holding the arm to assign them as targets. Right-click again to toggle between input blue and output yellow. Left-click components to remove their selection. Once placed, the mechanical arm will target the block selected previously. Gonna have to put some force on that. They can have any amount of in and outputs within their range. However, not every type of inventory can be interacted with directly. Funnels and depots can help to bridge that gap. So it can take out of a depot from a funnel and put directly into a funnel. So if it needs to go into a chest specifically, there you go. Filtering outputs of the mechanical arm. This could be useful. Inputs, outputs. Sometimes it is desirable to restrict targets of the arm by matching a filter. Mechanical arms themselves don't provide any option for filtering. Brass funnels as targets do communicate their own filter to the arm. The arm is smart enough not to pick up items it can't distribute. So I think what this means is when I have that brass filter set, if the mechanism gets through and onto the depot, it will still put it in the filter. So this is how you set up more complex automation constructions. Distribution modes. Got your input here and your outputs. When an arm has to choose between multiple valid outputs, it will act according to its setting. The value panel will allow you to configure it. Round robin mode simply cycles through all outputs that are available. If an output is unable to take more items, it will be skipped. Forced round robin mode will never skip outputs and instead wait until they're free. Prefer first prioritizes the output set earliest when selecting the arm. So pretty robust controls here. Controlling arms of redstone. Is this just going to be if you use redstone it turns off? If you use redstone, it turns off. And it will finish cycles. Automate quick firing breaches for the specific big cannon stuff. Chemical arms can reload the quick firing breach. Right click the cannon mount to set the arm's output. Quick firing breach must be closed for the arm to operate. Arm will not load the big cannon if the breach is open. I don't understand what I'm meant to do with the big cannon mod in this game scenario. Once the cannon fires, the arm automatically extracts. Deposit area should use an empty big cartridge filter. I don't understand what I'm meant to do with the big cannons. It doesn't seem like there's anything in the game that requires killing with a big cannon. And I think the quest kind of understands that, because I don't think any quest log ever takes me to big cannons. It's just there if I want to fuck with it. Am I correct on this? I'm down here in the deep Hierophant line, looking at the nuclear power options and the force field projectors. The giant power cells. Up here, you can start making these, like... Up here, once I hit Chariot, I can start making, like, flying helicopters and airships and shit. So I guess it's if you're in a server scenario where you're doing, like, PvP airships, which actually sounds pretty fucking sick. Make a big drill. It doesn't give me any information on how the drill works. The drill is left as an exercise to the reader. Alright, let's... No, wrong tool. Let's cut... One more space? Just one more space? Two more spaces. We have two more spaces. We're going to put a... shaft here. Good, good. Built this way. Where's my brass funnel? Where's a chest? Is that another chest on me? Oh, I don't need that other chest anymore. I just need my chest. Chest here. Brass funnel. Right there. Reconfigure that. I do it with the wrench. Okay, that's an input now. When I get a precision fill mechanism, I can set it onto that. And then it should eat the finished precision mechanisms right off that line. I do need my depot now. And then we're just going to have the other one here. Depot right here. Let's go right here instead. Shaft. Shaft. No. 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 Rotate. Thank you. Rotate for me. Actually, I think I'm going to want to take... Am I a fool? Am I stupid? I am going to want to take this one way out because I think I'm going to just put a... There's something that'll just rotate. It'll just switch the direction of the shaft so I can power this belt with the same thing. I can't remember what it's called. Is that the gear shift? No, it's not the gear shift, is it? It's just the gearbox. Just the gearbox does that. Just the regular gearbox. That's right. Right, like that. Now we got that going. Okay. We are making the progress. I'm probably going to wish I was a little further away in a bit, but here we are, aren't we? We'll get an arm out. That's its input. That's its output. You're gonna go just right here, I think. It's gonna be a little bit of tinkering to get the cogworks on there. But it doesn't matter what direction the cogwork is going in. You're gonna input here. Deposit there. Don't know what the range on these things is, right? I think that should be good. And I can just like, once I cogwork either of these, I can just like brute force a line of cogs across. Like, this is ugly, but also it's valid. Ouch. Or I could just use, you know, put one shaft down, and put a belt on it. I think the cogs will look better in this scenario. Little cog boys. Wait, is that gonna do it? Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It won't do what I want it to here right now. I gotta use big cogs for that. Will this just work? Hey, well, let's just do it. Doesn't look like it wants to just do it. No, I'm in the way. I need if I was once further square away. So why don't I just go further square away? Will this just work if I just kind of dangle it here? Yeah. That's fine. Alright. Input. Wrong. Input. Output. Just dangle you right there. Didn't quite cover it. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god. What the hell have I put onto myself? Vertical. Vertical gearbox. Fuck it. I don't need to play your fucking games. But do what I want. Beautiful. It's beautiful. My god. Now, does it work? There's the question. Does my fucking abomination function? Because if it does, I can make it prettier later. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. I think this sucks. Right now it works. I can fix it. I can fix it later. Put a sheet on it. Oh, right. That thing's unfiltered, so it's just gonna eat it. Okay, we'll just... Okay. It takes a bite, that's fine. No one can say it's not working. I do like running it at max speed, how the arms are so snappy. And it broke. It didn't make it. It fucked up at the end. That could happen. The advantage of putting the filter setup in like this, if what it breaks down to is golden sheet specifically, then it'll always like just run it back through. If it breaks into something other than golden sheet, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have to solve that when it happens. Because I don't know what that problem was gonna look like. I can't really solve it yet. Come on, buddy. once this is configured properly, once I get a good one, got like a 20% chance for it to fuck up. Hey, there we go. All right, now I can do this. And that should only take in precision mechanisms. Now, how do we test this? We're gonna try to run 3 at once. We'll manually put them down. Oh god, what has it done? What has it done? What has it just done? Ah, damn it! I put one down and it went, oh, wouldn't it be a cool idea if I refilled your entire stack for you? Here you go! And then it did do that. And now it's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. Let me just unfilter that. That's annoying. Oh, did you know these don't stack? I thought these don't stack. Incredible. It's made some thingamajigs, but I really needed some whoozy whatsits. Are you done fucking with me? Okay. We can resolve this very quickly by using this as the output spot. Putting a funnel and a chest, and then that won't happen again. We will engineer out the human error. Another funnel. Funnel me. Funnel me. Funnel me, funnel daddy. Please, funnel me. I need the funnel so badly. There you are. Who's pushing me? I can't stay mad at you, Geo, dude. Now you're wet. I need a chest. That's in here. Very soon I'm going to start, like, crunching away on my storage. I need to transfer... What do I need to do? Hold on. Let me look at this again. I really want to get over here as soon as I can so I can start working on apply energistic storage and just not have to sort through chests ever again for the rest of my life. I need Hierophant card. I can get there through tower. I need to be making nether steel. Right? Or can I make the High Priestess and go that direction too? I might have already done that. Electrum, High Priestess, the circuit. You get me the High Priestess. Which is where exactly? Over here? Hermit's Way, unlocking the High Priestess. Hand of Cups? I don't need the Hand of Cups. That takes me over here. That takes me right to the machine frames. Which can take me to... Is there a storage system here too? Blast chiller. Modular storage. I can't go just straight to modular storage. But I'm accustomed to apply energistics. We're doing a little bit of annoying card clicking. Or rather, I can make the High Priestess, make the Signalum. Signalum, I think, is going to be easier. Because that's just silver. It's just a regular induction smelter gimmick. Nether steel cannon. They're nether steel ingots. Out of create big cannons. Mixing netherite scrap and cast iron ingots. So much, much more expensive. I only need 1 scrap to make 8 of them, though. And this I can make... Honestly, I could get this right now. I just need to get the cast iron. Which is... compacting iron, ingot, and coal makes me... Okay, I can do this actually right now. I have all I need to go that way. That's what we're going to do. We'll work our way towards that once we have this stuff set up. Now the regular andesite funnel right here as an output. We must once again... Well, now it's faster to set it like this. Burn through a lot of cogs doing this, my word. This thing is material hungry. Not that these are any problem. Alright. Let's try this again. 3 golden sheets. Alright, take 1. Crunch on through. It's going, it's going. And I can do this... anything I need to assemble via deployers, I can just put into this system. I would just have to change the filter on my brass funnel. See it? It took it. Now that's bad. That's bad. I don't know what that is. What's that? Hey, what's that? Hey, I got some shit on me. What are you? Okay, it will also make a cog. All right. I'm gonna deal with that then. I don't think I can whitelist. Or rather, I can't... There's something I could do. I could use, No, the brass thing wasn't doing exactly... No, if I use, Can I put into one of the mechanical crafters and then immediately funnel it out into chests, right? So any possible scrap, it'll take... I don't know. That's a pain in the ass. There's a way to do it. I just have to really, sit there and think about it. But the important thing is we are now generally making precision mechanisms as we please. So down here in the quest list, all the way up to the game telling me to make a train casing, which is a sturdy sheet on a brass casing, so actually very easy to do. Sturdy sheet appears to be spout lava onto some obsidian dust and then have it go through 2 presses. So I could also, for situations like that, break these things off and replace them with whatever I might have to replace them with. Right? So I can't just real quick put a spout down, finagle a thing to fill it for that sturdy sheet, or I can ignore the train casing entirely for now. I do have all the lava I could ever need right up here. What I'm not sure... Hold on, let me get an obsidian dust real quick. Oh, I think I'm gonna need to set up the grinding wheels for that, don't I? Which is a whole other bear. And what I should do... I'm also already feeling mentally fried. Oh boy. I don't know why. It's not like that thing is particularly hard. You can tell because of how much it looks like shit. If it was easier, it would look much better. How would I make this look particularly better? Obviously I can, and I must. I cannot permit this. Oh, the lag action. This back here I don't mind, right? This is like the nice, regular, fully works. This is ass. This is hot ass. I could shaft this down, belt under the stone, have this come up, and just have that shaft keep going. And I think I could put casings on shafts, right? I put a casing on a shaft? Okay, I could just encase a shaft, so it looks better. They case a cog? They case this? I can, so I can finagle something and put casings down to act as floors. So it looks less like hot dog trash. In fact, that's what I'll do right here real quick. We'll case this and case this. I don't really need a case of that. I guess I could just put some regular stone, huh? I could probably just put a little piece of stone there. To keep two cogs, make them connect underground. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But like using casings on the underground stuff a little bit. But I am gonna like push this under the ground a bit because this is nonsense. This is hot dog water. So I've got this here. I'll just pipe this straight down. Straight down. So I can hide it. Well, that's a lot of work to just not have to look at this cog, right? Hold on, what if I just... What if I just did this for the first bit? I should use andesite here so it matches, actually. Pushing that first bit under is a bit of a bear. That looks marginally better. That looks a little more intentional, I guess. I case this off too. No, that's ugly blocky. What the fuck? Oh, he touched the sandpaper, was immediately grounded to nothing. A bat just touched my very fast sandpaper and died. Okay, how bad is this? How bad is this? Oh, it's like destroying my boots. Never mind. Let's destroy my boots first. I have these two cogs here, right? Pipe. I can push it down far enough where I won't have to hide it. Casings. Unless I just put, like, cog, casing, cog. I'll figure it out. I think I need to stare at this, like... I had to look at this at 11 p.m. with, like, music on and zero thoughts in my head. That's when I do my best work that actually looks nice. This is a bit of an exception because I knew exactly what I wanted to do with this. I knew how this was going to look from the beginning. Okay, so we're up here now, right? We've got all this set up. I've got to set up, I've really should set up my crushers. And my mechanical crafters for any other mechanical crafting needs. Because there's a lot of mechanical crafting you can do. How do I make the... Get back in here. How do I make those covers? Crafter slot cover, just 3 brass nuggets. And I've got the crafters already. There you are. I believe, I recall, I was going to want this. I need these to make these power connectors too. Or something. I needed something in there. Hold on. Was it the motor? Yeah, the alternator and the motor. I don't even know how this is going to work. I've never touched this thing, but I'm going to. It's 4 high. The crushing wheel, I think, is like the maximum size of something. So I want to set up as though I'm going to make this, and I'll just cover 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. But we'll have this down here at the end. kind of by the portal. And I'll knock the wall back here back a bit, too. This is just like the basic layout. I think I only actually to get rotational force just anywhere in here. And it all needs to be connected up here somehow, right? I thought this was easier to do. I feel like my head is exploding for no reason. Oh my god. I think I'm overcomplicating this in my head. Get all these bound together. Reach! Reach for it! Okay, so they all have like the same inventory, which I think I want. Let's get these done in lines right this second. I might need multiple inputs, maybe? Like, I might have to input individually each side? I'm feeling insane? I'm feeling insane. Though I'm really going to be pushing all this stuff in by hand, for the most part. There's not going to be a lot of automation I'm doing with this right now. Sorry, checking something. Where's my chests? Chests? Yeah, let's just have my chests on me right now. Alright, let's get some cog on here. Some cog action. This is convenient right here, I think. This is gonna work. Just gonna do it immediately. Come on. Come on. You insult me. Come on. You are not linking up the way I want you to, are you? No, you're not. Oh man, everything keeps being arranged just one step off. Wait a minute, but that'll never... That's not right. That is right? We're cool with that? You're good with that? Create said it's fine. Create said that's fine. I don't know if I agree, but Create said we're okay. Let's make Let's work on these real quick. Let's get this power stuff set up so I can start tinkering with it. And I'll make 21 hovers and drop them in here. So I just have enough forever. And so I can cover them all in case of dust. Perfect. Get all my reset. Okay, reset my inventory. Lights away. No, those aren't going to go there. Funnels, funnels, arm. Ah, casing, depot, belt. Cogs shaft, casing. A full reset. Now let's stay over here for a second. Copper wires. Wires, rolling machine. The rolling machine. I never reset my rolling machine, did I? I can probably just grab it and put it here, depending on what shaft it needed. But is it actually necessary? Jesus. One ingot will cut into 2 wires or roll into 2 wires, so I don't really need it for that, actually. But I do need it for the gold. Okay. I already had this set up one time, right? There's my rolling mill. It's a simple 2 chest, 2 funnel situation. My shafts back out, my cogs back out. My belts. Where do my belts go? Belt. Do I need anything else? Get my chests on me? I just, Alright, how do you want to be plugged in? Okay, just want straight plug. You go past there a little bit. A little sloppy. One day I'll have all this nicer. He continues to say. Honest, I will. Let's extend that at one time. We can go that direction. Wait. That's not gonna work. Put it back. Put it back. Gonna rotate one time when I cog it down. No. Like that, you dingus. This is another temporary situation. I bet I'm gonna reconfigure all of this when I have electricity and wires, which I'm working towards now. I really want to see what that looks like. I really want to do it playing with wires. I think it's going to look cool. I need 2 more funnels. Everything set properly? Yep. All right. Like, 30 gold wires. Just just churn right through. God is angry at what I'm doing. The Lord above hates the diabolical machine I've done. 30 gold wires. Simple as. Do the same thing. 15 copper ingots. Classic God. Wait, what are you doing? It's making rods. Why have you made rods? I bet it wants plates. I bet what happened here is I looked at how this only wants ingots, and yeah, that wants plates. Well, I got some rods. Oh, the 40! Big loads would cause the 40 streak. Thank you, brother. I mean, it took in 90 minutes to show up, and I'm gonna be going home at about 30 more. But you made it. Yo, you're super loyal. Yeah, man. That's the stuff right there. Stop it. I could just go to bed and end this nightmare. Had to go and buy a toaster oven / air fryer? Oh, I can no longer say you don't own an air fryer. Wait, no. Spool. What makes the spool? Plate. Nugget. Plate. I got... No, I'm actually out of nugget. Make some handful of nuggets. I mean, yeah, it's important. You do need that. Well, that was a lot of spools really suddenly, huh? Oh, I made an awkward number. Oh, I feel like a fool. Alright, I've made copper wire, I made gold wire. I need copper rods, after all. And probably gold rods and some gold rods. Gold rods, I'm betting, will just be a quick gold ingot play. Into the rolling machine. Rolling is the backbone, the backbone of electricity, as they say. He's still there. He loves hanging out with my animals. I think he was there last time I was in, too. I hope I never pissed that guy off. I should get a name tag. Is he gonna like it if I name him? Is that gonna piss him off? Where's my name tags? In gear? Alright. Alright, carefully. Carefully. I need to write his name on the tag first. Okay, you are... Paul 2. Sequel to Paul that we lost earlier. Alright, buddy. Okay, now you're Paul 2. It's hard to see your name without making you angry, but you're Paul 2. He's fine. He's fine with it. He's fine with what I've done. I think maybe I even saw a little tear roll down his eye. I think he knows I've let him into my family. I think I got plenty of slime balls. Oh, plenty of slime balls. Ball 2. Alright, this is large connector. Make 12. Small connect... What? Yeah, copper rod. Did I do something with my copper rods? Did I put them away? I put them away. Pick 15 of those. Alrighty. We've completed the power connection quest. Now we have to make an alternator and an electric motor. Which is a bear. I don't think I need cog wheels anymore in my inventory or my shaft. My belt. For my spool. Oh, big sneeze for a big boy. So, this one's mostly brass and copper. This one's iron and copper. So let me make sure I've got plenty of iron plates and iron rods. Plenty of iron plates. The iron rods. Make a quick 30-pack of iron rods. Is the bear a dog? Not yet. We have not yet made bear into dog. For the record, if anyone has been keeping up on the lore, it is our holy mission to turn bear into dog. We also need to make red panda into dog. Though with the way the red panda operates, it might be more under the cat category. Though maybe the red panda already does basically function as dog. I'm not sure. I've never heard any stories of someone owning a red panda and how that turns out. We have plenty of stories of how people own bear and how that turns out. Speaking of owning bear and how that turns out, there was a story. There was a story that I read. And when I read it, I had the thought, this makes me understand why some people turn libertarian. So basically there's this guy. He's out there. I don't remember where. He's out there. And he heard some noise under his house. He was like, I wonder why I have this noise under my house. And he looked and it was a bear. He has a bear under his house. House is Bear Town. I'd make some capacitors. Under his house, there is a bear. This is obviously a problem. The other part of this problem is that he cannot deal with the bear in, let's say, a definitive manner, right? Let's go ahead and say he cannot deal with the bear in a definitive manner. And obviously, you know, not having that be your first option makes sense to me. Now, the thing is, the various authorities in charge of removing bears from people's houses have been going around this guy's place trying to get the bear out in various ways. They've been unable to coax the bear out. They've been unable to, like, force the bear out. I think they have tased the bear, and the bear has just laid there and been like, you can tase me all you want. I'm a fucking bear. This ain't that big a deal to me. I can soak this. He's taking those. He tanks those. And then they set up a big trap that they sprayed with, I think it was caramel and cherry scents or something like that. Like, they made a delicious, delicious bear stink zone. And they caught a bear. They caught the wrong bear. A different bear showed up to get into the bear trap, and the crawl space bear is still in the crawl space. The man is saying he's very concerned because the bear will sometimes, like, move around and scrape and scratch at the floors. He's very concerned the bear is going to come up through his floor, which I think is a pretty valid concern in his situation. Like, I understand that that's a problem. Like, you don't want that to happen. And do I want the bear to somehow get out of this? Obviously I do. I also do understand when someone goes, maybe it's a little bullshit that if I kill this bear that might hurt my entire family because it's under my house, that I'm gonna get in legal trouble. I get it. I do get it. I empathize. I want to keep up with that story. I want to see if they manage to get that bear out, and I want the bear to be okay, because I do want the bear to be okay. But I get it. That's a problem. You can't just chill out and stay comfortable knowing bears under your house. I hope I never have bear under my house. This ongoing? I believe this is ongoing. This is fairly recent. I have not looked for updates since I saw it last week. I think I saw it around last week. I honestly, I can't remember if I saw this story in 2025 or 2026. That's how where we're at. I can make some capacitors now. What else can I use capacitors for before I make a bunch of these? Well, hold on. Okay. Capacitor use. Accumulators. Tesla coils. That's thrilling. What's a Tesla coil do? Charging. Turn exposed copper shingle stairs into copper shingle. It unexposes them. Is this another thing where it's a... Oh, I can make channeling. I can turn a book into an electric book. I can charge some Certus quartz with it. That's convenient. Look at Tesla coil. Let's ponder the Tesla coil. The Tesla coil charges items... Okay, I thought this was a freestanding thing. It will charge any forge energy items and more. So this is just a recharger. Okay. Tesla coil can also inflict damage on nearby players and mobs with a redstone signal. You turn the switch of telling things to go fuck themselves. Convenient thing to put in a mob grinder. Accumulators. A multi-block structure. This is the big battery. Store large amounts of electric energy. Configure an input connector and an output connector. To improve mod compatibility, the accumulator will actively push energy to blocks placed at the top and bottom faces. I'm not entirely sure what that means, unless it means if I put something that needs energy right here, then the accumulator will eat it, or if I put it down here. I'll have to figure that out. But I do want battery. And battery require capacitor. So we're just going to go ahead and make the full amount of capacitors I can make, which is a quick 30. Quick 30 capacitors. Put the copper sheets away. Tesla coils are harmless. Not if I use a redstone signal, turn the Tesla coil into the Tesla fucker. The Tesla fuck you later. That was brass sheets. Brass sheets. The brass on me. Okay. This was the iron plates. And do I have my andesite alloy on me still? Yes. Yes. All right. I'm going to remember how this thing works in terms of what if I have to turn a signal to it or if it'll just fire it off when the thing... Ooh. Generators that make stone, limestone, silt, scoria, stone, cobble. Interesting, interesting. I put down McCann. Like, that's not 10 million things. I'll pass at the conversion to an exit. That's all it really needs to do, so we're good. I think I was worried about a weird flow, which all just needs to have an exit point. Right-click to enter. Once every slot of a path contains an item. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's not what I wanted. Why'd you do it like that? I fundamentally misunderstood something about the setup. It really wants you to use mechanical crafters on it, huh? Why did it do that? It didn't warn me it was going to do that. Okay. All right. Right-click the front to insert item manually in a normal way. But instead, you're going to do me like this? What the hell? Do I need to set my blockers up first? To do that anyway, yeah. So... Okay, so that's blocked. We have to refigure the paths a little bit here. That should be valid. And... No. Not sure what I've oh, it's because I have it sharing all the inventories? That's... Okay, okay. I saw something. I thought it was mandatory. It's not mandatory at all. This is probably what I did. So it just thinks it's all one thing and it's gonna go apeshit. Yeah. Yeah. That should do it. Okay, now we're normal. Now we're normal. Copper spool. Rod. Capacitor on the bottom. And just to cap it off with a little... Now, is that all going to go together? Yes! Alternator. Motor is the same with copper. That's brass. I don't have copper on me? No, it is brass. I do want brass. Still an iron rod in the center. Copper wire. Capacitor. Into the capper. Go! Yes, my scarab. Path is fucked up. It seemed like it worked. And that is up here is done. Boom. So this, I believe, that I can now take all that force I'm actually generating and plug it straight into this alternator and hook this to a battery. Works, but it's generally the strangest configuration. Well, I'm a strange guy. I just kind of slapped that. I put the covers down. It's kind of like reconfigured so it'll all be together. But I should be able to take all that steam engine energy, condense it into one thing, put it into here, hook this up to a big-ass accumulator, and then take wires off of the accumulator into motors to individually power machines basically wherever I want instead of having this big thing here. Could I put that on the ground and feed it with droppers? Put what part on the ground? This thing? This thing, if you want to automate loading it up, you want to be using mechanical arms somehow, I think. I'm really not... I've never automated a mechanical crafter before. I've only ever used it bespoke. So I'm not 100% sure exactly how to do it right, even though I just looked at the instruction manual telling me how to do it. Yeah, the arms, if you... I think there's some way, either with a filter on this or something, the arms will load these with the correct items if you configure it right. And it's a matter of getting the items into an arms output. So, like, you can't have a whole big thing that's producing a whole bunch of stuff, and then mechanical arms push it all together, and then your final output. All right, so that's a big step. Do I want to fuck with it right now? It'll be really funny if I tear all this apart immediately. Oh, shit! I'm standing on my sandpaper. Let's see. I'm currently... Oh, still, I've got so much stress left. So I could, right, have all this coming out here. And this is coming out here at a single point. Or right here at a single point. I think? No, that's just checking the field. Right here at a single point. I could put the alternator here. And it should start generating electricity from all the steam engine. And that's not hard to test. We'll just break you off. Breaks everything else off. Alternator. We'll see if this explodes. Maybe we'll do a little explosion action real quick. Wow. That was a huge amount of energy extremely quickly. That was crazy. I've had setups that took much longer to get that much energy together. Where's my accumulators at? Let's give this, let's see. I am going to be going pretty soon. Well, let's play with the accumulator. 2 capacitors, brass casing, copper rod, gold wire. Just the wire itself. All right. Oh, wait, I got to put it back together real quick. This thing's still charged? Just hold its charge. No, it did empty. But that's really fast. That's like, I'm never going to fuck around with a bunch of other types of generator again. If I could just use that thing? Ah. Is that all my... Oh my god. Get back here. I need you, apparently. There we go. Everything's running again. Roll some wires out. Into this shit in my inventory. Covers can go here, because that's where I want to be anyway. I need the capacitors, brass casings, gold wire, copper rods. Got all that on me, I want to say. Maybe not the casings? Need the casings. How many of these can I make? I can make a quick little box of them. And just since we're in the testing phase, I'm not going to try tearing anything apart. I'm just going to put the alternator right here. My God. Look at that fill. Up to millions of FE in just this? So, now then. We're going to replace this with a motor. What's up, Shadita? You caught me pretty close to the end, but glad to see you. Do a little Minecraft concatenation. We're working with Create. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you enjoyed a Happy New Year. What's up, Aurelia? Hold on. I'm not fully sure. Where is it supposed to plug in? The back panel. That's the back panel. Okay. So then... Where's my wrench? Where's my wrench? Let's break you down. Break you down. Break you down. Motor just right there, right in the back. I've got connectors. Small connector. All right, there we go. And spool of... I don't need gold wire. Spool of copper wire. Oh, wait, I need to put a connector on here. Pull. No. Push. And that is... doing no... Oh. Push. Pull. I'm trying to wire up this electric motor with juice. So far, I'm failing. It's not doing it. Ah. Alright, accumulates a multi-block structure. Configure an input connector and an output connector. Will actually push energy to blocks placed in the bottom and top and bottom faces. So it is taking energy from this alternate and automatically putting it in here. Will it hate me until I put another thing here? And is it just that the copper wire is not enough? We'll get the copper wire back out. Oh, God! I've destroyed everything. Do I have my copper wire back? Okay, I do. All right, let's try one more thing. Let's switch these to large connectors. If this doesn't work, we're at the time that I was going to call it, so I want to go watch Metal and Shiki. That's just the way it's got to be. I put you here instead? Okay. Configure before I put the wire on, perchance. You push. You pull? No, you push. Push to push? To push energy. No, you pull, actually. We'll find out. We'll find out. This is a little unclear. Okay, so that didn't do it either. It's doing nothing. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, we're working. It needs to pull from what it's connected to and push into what it's connected to. That wasn't super clear. That or it was very clear and I'm stupid. But now we can, Alright, where's the access to speed? I get this working at maximum speed without exploding. Holy shit. Oh god, it's using so much energy! It's using 480 FE a tick, which is faster than it is generating. Let's take that down to a reasonable 64. Using 120. Using 180. Alright, so I'm gonna need to figure out how to maximize energy getting pushed into this thing in order to let it run a bunch of machines, I guess. Because these are also using more energy than I anticipated. At least to run them at, like, stupid speeds. But, alright, we have... Today, what have we done? Let's overview. We have built my terrible assembly line that looks like shit. That I need to log in and clean, somehow. We've set up our mechanical crafters. We've named our local Enderman, Paul 2. What's up, Paul 2? Don't kill me. And we built a rolling machine and electrically powered it up instead of using cogworks. So I'm wondering the best way to set this up. I guess I'll experiment around with this off stream. Because something like this, if I can really get this thing going, like at some truly high speed power, then this is going to be useful for the entire time I'm playing Concatenation. Because one of the things I always have to figure out how to solve is my energy. And it's usually done by making a bunch of different dynamos. And like generating and creating loops with all that. But if I could just like steam engine onto accumulators, ooh, baby. We are talking. Oh, I can make a big long one, put a bunch of input connectors on it, have multiple alternators feeding into it. That's a thought. We'll check it out. But all right. We've hit the 2-hour ending point. Oh, I'm gonna turn myself on. This. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm here. Thank you guys for coming out. Oh, sorry if I was like low energy. It's just, you know, end of year stuff, beginning of year stuff, various malaises. But thank you everyone who came in. Let's see you again, Shadida. It's been a minute. Sorry to bail on you so quickly after you show up. Got a little thing in my throat too. I've got like a little bit of an illness that I only start feeling after I talk for a while, it seems. Next time is going to be 2 o'clock. It's going to be Tuesday. We're going to do Tuesday, back to usual start times, back into the schedule. We're going to do Illusion of Gaia. Thursday, Crosscode. Like, we're going to get back into our stuff, you know? With Minecrafts, whenever I need Minecraft to survive. Who do we got going now? It is a little... oh, Nina's playing Fire Emblem. Freya's on Zenless. Nova's on Devil May Cry 1. Let's go ahead and bomb Nina. We're gonna bomb y'all fellow... oh, ow, the ad break kicked in! Oh my god. This is disastrous. Incredible timing. I guess I'll vamp for a second while that's going until everyone gets back. I wish I could cancel an ad break that started. Just let me be like, no, hold on, no, stop. But Twitch has its grim and dire ways, and there's no way around it. So I'll just say again, I hope you're all having a good start to your 2026. Let's hope that just now is the worst it's gonna be, and that it's all up from here, right, guys? Right, everyone, viewers? We've already hit the nadir. It's only gonna get better. But oh, I should have had more water on me. Now, what am I gonna make in the Minecraft world next? I'm gonna get in there offline a bit and like push around stuff, and I need to figure out the best way to use that accumulator. So you might show up and I'll have I don't want to completely rejigger everything off stream. I might just do that though. Everything I have built, I might set up to use the motor instead somehow. Like a bunch of wires. I won't build new machines, but I might completely overhaul the machines I've got. This means if I get that power situation like I like it, the next big project is probably going to be the farm. I want to build a big harvester machine that goes back and forth over the farm and like compact the farm down with rich soil. And I'll probably set up a little bit so it's more like irrigation, like lines of water rather than the dots, just for it to look nice. I'll see, that we'll experiment with that, see what gets good. We'll compact that down and we'll get the harvester going over it. I don't know how that thing's going to interact with the berries. I'll have to experiment with that. And I also need to get another cow. I have one cow. I had to lose so many cows during the Great Cow Murdering that made the 7,000 scary, sexually intimidating goatmen show up and try to grab me and touch me and put their hands all over my body. Get a llama if I can. I could probably, for sure, wait until the traveling merchant shows up and steal his llamas from him. You know, get the llamas, separate them out. Would the accumulator be for powering things you only need intermittently, otherwise you continuously generate? I am already currently continuously generating. The steam engine. That steam engine I have set up is permanent. That thing is completely fueling itself. The lava, it is a lava positive system. And it is not expending water. It's just, that can just run forever. Once I can supercharge my blaze burners permanently, then I can set that up so that steam engine further never dies, and it'll be bigger and stronger and cooler. I might need to supplement it. I might make another one. You can't stop me from making a second steam engine. I could do whatever the fuck I want. But all right, okay, ad is over. So we are going to send y'all over to fellow little guy Nina, who's doing some Fire Emblem 3 houses. Intermittent high consumption. We'll see, right? Like, if something really needs even more power than that can make, I'll figure it out. I don't think I'm going to be using any crazy high power things until I push into places that have their own, like, power generation options that I could then probably supplement. Like, we're going to see, I might end up transitioning to pipes and going away from the wires entirely. I might just have a huge line of accumulators everything is feeding into. So I think I could plug any given thing into the accumulator and have it accumulate. We'll see how it plays well with the other mods. This is bold new territory for me. But yeah, let's start that raid up. I need a drink so bad. Oh, my throat. Poor throat. I ran out of water very quickly. I didn't want to get up. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I will see you all Tuesday with Illusion of Gaia. Good night, dear friends. Good night.